Guys, before you go into the live vlog, we'd just like to take this time to promote a book called Tales from the Pitch, or a series of books. And I was contacted by Daisy from Ransom Publishers, and they said that they're an independent publisher who specialises in literacy and books for people who don't like or struggle with reading, and they mainly sell to schools, bookshops and prisons. And they published a series of easy-to-read, fictionalised biographies of exciting footballers, and they've called it Tales from the Pitch. Now, because it's mcfcfantv, she sent me 2 copies, and this is one of the editions, which is about Raheem Sterling. So these books, I think, are really important. I obviously believe, I love reading myself, and I think literacy is really important. The age range is between 7 and 14 years of age, but if you are an older person who struggles reading, they're perfect for people with dyslexia and other things that make people struggle to read as well. They're 120 pages long, and the recommended retail price is $6.99. Now, there is Van Dijk, Gnabry, Mbappe, Rashford, Kante and Lewandowski in the series alongside Raheem Sterling. So there are other different books, whether you don't have to be a supporter of Manchester City to read them. You can read the exciting biographies, fictionalised ones about other players as well. But Daisy kindly sent me 2 copies. What we're going to do is I'm going to read one of them, and then we're going to give both of them away and to somebody who deserves it. So please, 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 all the details will be below, and you can get in touch with Ransom Publishers and order your copy online. So we wanted to do something that would assist them in pushing and promoting this book. Anyway, hope you enjoy it, and we'll let you know more about when these brilliant ideas for books and for reading become available as a prize. But anyway, Sandy from mcfcfantv, take care, and we're over to the vlog.
Hi guys, Martin here, mcfcfantv. Apologies, I'm a little bit late, simply because my Wi-Fi dropped out. Again, I'm having some issues with my Wi-Fi over the last 2 days, so I just apologise straight off. We should have been live 20 minutes ago, but I've had to sort out my Wi-Fi issues. But touch wood, it's now sorted out. But we're ready. Saturday night, City 1, Arsenal 0. Razzmatazz with the winning goal. How do we all feel? Let's get into some of your lows, and then we'll get talking about the game. So, Moth King says, let's go. Jack Lee, not the best performance, but a massive 3 points. And to put this into perspective, our title rivals, Liverpool, Arsenal are our title rivals, mate. Chelsea and Everton have all dropped points, plenty to be positive about. And Everton are not title. I'm not having Everton as title contenders now. Dias looks world class. He does come out. Told you I was right. No, Foden was poor. Football, not soccer. I said this to Andy during the stream. We're having a chat, and I did say during the game that Foden, my issue with Foden at the moment is why he's been stuck out on the wing. We made this big, well, Pep made this big hoo-ha about him being the new David Silva and everything else. And at the moment, I'm not seeing it, for the simple fact is he's not playing in Silva's position. You know, KDB's not even starting, and he still sticks him out on the wing. It's a little bit baffling at the moment with Foden, because he's not a winger as long as I've got a hole in my rear end. Ake looks solid at left back. Well, it was more of a back 3 than a back 4 really came out, so I wouldn't say it was left back. Cancelo was more the left wing back. Not sure about Cancelo and Mahrez though. I thought Mahrez did all right, and that's the other thing me and Andy had a big argument, not an argument, debate about, is Mahrez just seems to be a player, mate, that gets the shit knocked out of him when he, you know, there's other players playing worse on the pitch than him, and he's the one who gets all the stick. Shouldn't play in the left when he went, yeah, I've said that, mate. We're lacking in the press, which is noticeable. Mahrez should have played where Cancelo was. Edison and Dias, class, much needed win. Not a great performance, but it's a win. It is, Alan. Mahrez should have played as a 10 and Cancelo's a right wing. Bernardo, man of the match, brilliant today. Bernardo was class today, but I've got another man of the match, personally anyway. But Bernardo was class. Apparently VVD, yes, apparently that's a 7 to 8 month layoff, unfortunately. Hope he gets well soon, even though, yeah, all banter aside, let's hope he does get better soon. We don't want to see that, really. Hope Liverpool feel the pain. Don't really. That was just me letting you all know it was going to be 2 minutes. Where does it say? Yeah, Colin Mackey's kind of ESPN and a few others have wrote that lately. I'm way behind on comments because these are the comments that were up when we were due to go live at 10:02, so I'm going to skip some, so I do apologise. Pep Jesus out for months. That's worrying. That's worrying, I will say. We'll talk about that as well in a moment. Nobody condone laughing at an injury. Please behave, Blues. We're not United fans. Exactly. There was a watch along. Sorry, no, there was no watch along, mate. We had a family day while we were. Andy had to go and do something for his family, and I watched the game with my lad, which I promised I'd do some more this season because he's only 10, and I want to watch some more games with him during the season. There will still be watch-alongs, just might not be one every single game now because my lad's 10 and he wants to watch football with his dad, and I can't begrudge that. We did say we were going to, have family time as well. But there'll always be a reaction video. Promise you that. BVD hasn't started the season well. Be better without him. Do you know what? Great point. It could be Ronnie. Zagon, hello, all great win. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, all at Yes United are 1-0 down. I'm way behind on comments. I so apologise. Sean Fogarty, hello, mate. How are you? Abdullah, we were lucky. I won't say we were lucky. Was we as fluent and flowing as we've been in the past? Nope. Have we got to sometimes learn to win ugly? Yeah. Because, we're not winning 4-5, 6-0 anymore. People are a little bit worried. But I really wouldn't if I was you guys. These clowns trying to get Aguero done for sexual assault. I'm not even going to go down that road, Kamal, because I've seen it on Twitter. It is an absolute shambles what's going on at the moment. I'm not even going to talk about it because I ain't going to put myself or this channel into a position where we're going to start talking about stuff like that because I'm not going to do it. And I don't think Andy will do it either. So we ain't going down that road. I update, yeah, we know they're 1-0 up. Thank you. Hi, Carl. How are you, buddy? Abdullah, hello. About time. I've just told you, mate, my Wi-Fi was down. Yeah, we'll open these. Yeah. Hi, Martian. Evening, Martin. Hello, how are you? Clean sheet, 1-0, great defensive performance. It was. Hi, Martin, great win. Not too much in it. No, there wasn't. Big Boris is at the wheel. Yeah, I suppose so. Hi, mate, great result for us. James Rodriguez is God. Mate, I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't be gloating about that performance today, pal. I thought you were beyond disgraceful with some of your challenges. I'm not going to lie. You should have been down to 8 men at some stage. Yeah, don't get me wrong. You got a point, and it's a great point, but your discipline was shocking. You went out to kick Liverpool. That's all you did. Liverpool are appealing their result. They're not. They're appealing the VAR. They're not appealing the result. But Pickford should have been sent off. That wasn't a yellow card in a month of Sundays. Guys, we shut Bamiyang down, or we could say Arsenal. They played him again on the wing. They didn't really play him through the middle. Thought Bernardo had a great game. Yes. Manos played pretty good. Could have got a goal as well. I thought he did okay. Did he have moments in the game where he was not great? Of course, but yeah. Good result, but we made hard work of it. Dias composed. Dias, outstanding for me, him and Ake. Cancelo still hesitant. Yes, we know, Neil. Thank you. No, they're not appealing it. Yeah, they're just asking for answers. That's all. Hi, Eric. Hope you're good. Anybody that says Cancelo didn't play well as a mug, I wouldn't say he played really well, mate. I thought he had spurts in the game, but I thought they targeted him the same way they did with Mender. I made a comment to Andy 20 minutes into the first half, 25 minutes, and I did say if someone had and I did say my exact words were, and I've got it on my message. If that had been Mendy playing like that, people would have been hung, drawn, and quartered him. So I mean, it's all opinions, but I don't think he had a great game. If I'm honest with you. VVD out 7 to 8 months. I'm just leaving somebody in the background because I'm leaving him there. Tiago out as well, not known long term at the moment. And Mahrez and Cancelo both pull out of tackles. Yeah, I'm sure someone's going to talk about that in a moment. Right. I haven't been joined by somebody. I'm thinking, you know what? The stream's quite good at the moment. Yeah, nice load of comments. Good-looking guy at the helm. Do I bring in? I'm looking at his face in the past. Yeah, I'm going to bring him in. Hello.
Hi, guys. Hello. How are you? Sorry, I'm a bit late. Just finished dinner, so I wanted to jump with you for tonight. So I've been you on in the background, or did have you on in the background. So I was just listening to some of your utter nonsense.
Listen, we ain't going to argue like we
have. But anyway, go on. Over to you. You're leading.
Yeah. Well, I'm just finishing some of the comments. There was that many on. I might have to skip some. I do apologise. I'll try and get through as many as we can. Cancelo can't win, plays class and still gets criticised. Typical. Tom, it's all opinions, buddy. You know. Do I think? I don't think Cancelo was class. Well, did he play better than Mendy in parts? Yes. But I wouldn't say he was like phenomenal. I agree with this. Ruben Dias is class. Now that I agree with. Totally. Right. Well, we're just going through. What do you think, buddy, on today's game overall?
What are you talking about to me?
Yeah. Well, no one else, eh?
I didn't know whether you were talking to somebody on the right. Yeah, I think it was a solid performance. Workmanlike, got the job done. You could tell. I mean, obviously Sergio came in, but he looked rusty. So he got 60 minutes in his legs, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So it was great to see him play. We were still 1-0 up. We got him off. I thought overall we were workmanlike. Hello, Animal Lifestyle. How are you, buddy? That dog.
Sorry, Ocean Rage. You're talking out your rear end, mate. I don't know what you're doing.
There you go. There you go. Ocean Rage knows the score. I thought it was workmanlike. What brilliant. Obviously missed Kevin De Bruyne today. We had Cancelo at left back. I thought Walker was superb today. Maybe I missed it, but we'll talk about the penalty. Never in a million years was it a penalty. Never, ever was it a penalty.
Well, there was a penalty. There was.
What?
Gabriel on Bernardo. Because that was a penalty for me.
No. I'm talking about Walker. I'm talking about.
Oh, Walker, yeah.
Walker.
Oh, the high foot
Yeah.
that we're all going behind me about.
Yeah. I mean, you saw what happened with Marnie today. I mean, it's frightening. But I mean, they can be given. So overall, yeah, it wasn't scintillating, but it was never going to be. It was going to be a tough game today against Arsenal. I thought one player today who shone. Well, two players. I thought Walker was excellent, and I thought Ederson was absolutely superb. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, that second save that he made, which, if it went to VAR, he wasn't offside.
No, he wasn't.
Flag for it. Brilliant. And the save that he made for the first one, for the corner, absolutely amazing. I don't get where Tom's coming from with Cancelo, I'll be honest with you. Did nothing wrong going forward. Can't defend. I've said it all along, and I'm not having a go at him. I just can't defend. And Micah Richards said exactly the same thing after the game. Just said defensively, he ain't that great.
What did I say to you?
I've said it a year ago when I did the thing on him. All the Italian experts, analysts said, brilliant going forward, can't defend. And it's proving the same thing. And I know he had 3-4 games at the end of last season. But positionally, I don't think he's a defensive-minded player. I don't think Mendy is either. I don't think he's the option. And I'd rather have somebody either that is lightning fast like Walker, which he can. And let's face it, Walker is not always perfect, but his pace can get him out of trouble. What we've got on our left side of the defence is we've got Mendy, who gets caught all over the place. Brilliant going forward, great crossing. Cancelo, decent going forward, crossing not as good as Mendy's, but can't defend. Is not positionally aware. I'd rather have a proper defender on the left at least, or somebody who's got lightning pace on the left, like Walker, who can get themselves out of trouble. That's my only concern. And Tagliafico in January, I don't think that's the answer either. I'll be honest with you. I'll be absolutely brutal with you. I don't think that is the answer either, because I think it's like playing Cancelo on the left-hand side. Might be great going forward. Defensive-wise, I'm not so sure. So we either buy a proper left-back, and we sort of like have to work on the left-hand side of our attacking elements with somebody who's more solid on the left, or we buy somebody who is rapid, absolutely rapid, like Walker, who can, if they get out of position, get back very quickly, which Walker does. Because let's face it, Walker isn't your world-class sort of right back, but because he's so quick, he gets himself back so much into a position. And that's my concern. Though Cancelo didn't do anything majorly wrong.
No.
He didn't do anything majorly wrong. I'm not having a go at Cancelo. I'm just saying he's not a left back, and he's not a right back for me either. He certainly is not as good, nowhere near as good as Walker. And so all we're doing is covering over the cracks.
Well, that's what I was about to say to you. How we then, as a club, how we allowed ourselves to get in this position at left back for 3 years.
My question will be back to you then. Name me a left back in world football then that you want.
I said someone about 6 months ago, and that was Alexandro.
Yeah, no.
Alexandro.
Yeah, but I think he's a player that if he's that good, why is he not playing for Real Madrid and why is he not playing for Barcelona? Because they're two teams that if you're that good in world football, they're the teams that you'll play for. Nobody wants him.
True.
That's the thing. So this is my problem. I don't think there are that many great left backs out there. Right,
Alphonso Davies, someone just said.
Well, yeah, of course. But I mean, we're never going to get him. Bayern are never, ever going to sell him to us. There's no chance. So that is the one player out there that I would love at City, but it's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. So the left backs, world-class left backs at the moment are really far and few between. There really are. There's not that many. I mean, there was Ben Chilwell, which, Ben Chilwell's decent, he's English and everything else, but
for the money he ended up going for, wasn't that bad?
Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
Because at the time when we wanted it, we were at 80 million.
80 million, yeah.
And he's turned around and gone for just under 50. It does make me think, why haven't we? Unless they desperately think they want to give Mendy the very, very, very last chance.
Well, he's injured again, isn't he? So
I've told you, I don't want to go when we want to talk about the game, but how we've kept Zinchenko and shipped Angelino out today when he scored for RB Leipzig, just baffles me. Sorry, baffles.
Yeah, but is it for me? It's in the same bracket as
Tom Beck says, I thought they should have had a penalty and we should have had a penalty, so even itself out. Bernardo Silva, I thought was really, really good today.
Very good.
That was the Bernardo Silva of 2 years ago. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought he was back to somewhere, not at his best, but somewhere close to seeing him. We've seen him last season where he's been a 6 out of 10, and today he was a 7 out of 10. He 7.5. He was trying to dictate, but the whole thing is Kevin De Bruyne wasn't playing. And this goes back to the same old question with Mahrez and everything else. That when Kevin De Bruyne plays, where does Bernardo Silva fit in? Where does Mahrez really fit in? Because today, I don't care what anyone has to say on here. Mahrez today, for me, he played that one decent pass inside, but I'm sorry, there were about 5 or 6. I was sat down when I came home. I was watching it. I shouldn't say that, but I was watching it, and when I got home, I sat down with my lad and my older lad, and we were watching it. And every time the ball went in the air, did he make one iota of a challenge to head it? No. All he did was turn his back and put his back to it with his hands up in his face. And it was like, Jesus Christ, is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do? So, no, for me, sorry. He had a great season last season, statistics-wise. But, sorry, I've got a... You might hear a I'm just spraying this bloody fly that I'm trying to get away from me. But no, for me, other than that pass into central midfield, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And when he got in the box, I think he had, 2 shots? One of them was a block. The other one went way over the bar by about...
Which I did text you at the time. I said, all right.
It was like, you know, if that was Sterling... and flip it over from saying if it was Mahrez, if that was Sterling, people would be going, oh shit, he's a shit finisher. He can't finish. Oh, look, he's garbage. Oh, he's this. Well, Mahrez does that game in, game out. So I'm sorry. No, for me, not good enough. Simply not good enough on the right wing. And that's what I've always said. On the right wing. He's not good enough.
Well, here's a question. Do you think before we get into, because I do want to ask about Phil Foden.
Yeah.
Was we well deserved? Was it a good, well deserved 1-0 win for you, or do you think?
I think we deserved. I think we deserved. I think we deserved the 3 points. Was it a great win? No. I thought it was, like I said before, it was workmanlike. And you've got to remember, no Kevin De Bruyne, no Laporte. I thought Ake was very good today. I thought Ake. Again,
I thought Ake and Dias.
Solid, very solid, very solid. But no Laporte, no Gabby Jesus, no Mendy, and I thought Sergio coming back is a great sign, and the fact that he got 60 minutes was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You could tell he almost looked like relieved. He was like trying to clap to the crowd when he was coming off and having a laugh and a joke. I think it was more of a get me off this pitch because I'm goosed. But good to get some minutes in his legs. It wasn't a classic City performance. But considering that, if you read on social media, most City fans were really, really worried about the game. Some were concerned that we would get beat today. And I think most Arsenal fans, you saw the Babs preview I did on last night. Was it last night? Was it? Or Thursday night? Thursday night. They were quite confident with the team and everything else. So I think it's a great win. And certainly considering it's the start of the season. This is only our 4th game. We've had no pre-season. I think it was a great 3 points. A very, very important 3 points because 1 point wouldn't have been enough today. Especially with Liverpool drawing against Everton. I think 3 points today is great.
This is a shout from Kamal Dwyer. Go out and give Everton 60 million for Digne.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, we've said that for the last 6 months when we talked to Cal and everything else, and I dick about with Cal and that about Digne, but I do think in the Premier League he is the best left back in the Premier League without a shadow of a doubt. So, but it's not going to happen. I don't think it'll happen under Ancelotti. That's the difference now. I don't think Ancelotti will let Digne go. And Everton are doing really well. So why would he want to move at this moment in time unless City offered him ridiculous wages, which I don't think they will do. So
Well, Dupe's gone. Alfonso, he's not even. I didn't know he wasn't starting for Bayern. I didn't know that. I thought he'd been starting, but
yeah, maybe. Well, if he hasn't, I think maybe there's a problem. Maybe it's
yeah. So I think you've more chance of getting Alaba than you have getting Alfonso Davies.
Alaba. I'd rather have Alaba. I must admit. I mean, it's something I said in the summer that I think we should have gone all out for to try and get if we could get him out of.
Well, here's a point, because a lot of people have said this about Cancelo. I think Andy's a little arse on Cancelo. He's awful for Portugal, which is fair, because that is one thing I've noticed.
But it's international football. It's totally different. Totally different to the Premier League. Totally different. Mahrez is awesome for Algeria. Is he awesome for City? Same thing.
Carl wants to know, what are we going over old issues? No, we're just answering a question that people put in the comments. Hey, never mind.
Oh, Cal, I'll tell you what, Cal. Why don't you come on, mate, and you can run the Man City Fan TV channel.
Cancelo, a good game, didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I said he didn't do anything wrong.
Kamal said, Mahrez is so lazy in the press.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Totally agree.
Listen, I've always said that. I've said that Mahrez, when you get a 50-50 ball, you don't want Mahrez is the guy going after it. I've always said that. But, I mean, maybe I was marvelling over that pass a bit too much in the first half of the goal. But Gary Neville was doing the exact same thing as I was doing. So I thought...
Are we judging a player on one pass for a whole game? Is that it? And it was a pass that was into 40 yards outside of their area that Sergio got, played it into Foden. Foden shot, and then Sterling scored. So what? We're going back 4 phases of play to go, oh, that was an amazing pass. He had a brilliant game.
Well, I think City have big issues with any left back. I think any fullbacks in City's system will struggle. Good point. Walker only looks good in the system because he's rapid. A lot of people say Walker's kick and rush. I've read that everywhere at the minute. He gets away with stuff other fullbacks can't.
I wouldn't say he's kick and rush, but like I said to you before, I think the fact is he's so quick. Is he gets away with stuff that other, let's say on our left side, Mendy and Cancelo or Zinchenko or Angelino or whether it was Fabian Delph or whoever, they don't get away with. Walker has that rapid pace that he can, if he makes a mistake, he can cover because of his pace. That's the problem, which I said, we either get a really rapid left back or we get somebody who is a proper left back. Alfonso Davies, obviously, I mean, good, but it's not going to happen. There's no way City can prize him away. So who else is there out there, really? And you made a great point about Chilwell. He isn't world class, but he's solid.
Thinking of the money.
He's solid defensively, and he's solid going forward. So he is solid in both ways. He's not injury prone, and like you said, they got him for a steal. Considering we were looking at him for 80 million quid, they got him for a steal, and maybe a question needs to be asked is, why didn't we jump in there? And I don't know. I don't know the reasons behind it, but
I don't know. I mean, I will ask you now. I want to go on to Dias and Ake. I think those two have just absolutely settled in. Like they've always been there. Dias does. Maybe it's a bit too soon, and maybe it's because I've always liked him. I've always wanted him. Dias reminds me. This is the closest to a Vinny Company we've had since Vinny Company were there in his pomp.
It's early days.
He's brave.
But he looks good.
Yeah. He really, really does. And Ake fits in like a glove. He looks so comfortable today. My only issue with Ake is, again, once or twice tonight, there was a couple of balls that went 30 yards up in the air to get Ufen out the way. And I just think that's just down to when you played that for years and years, and you're not used to playing it out from the back. I think that will come in time with Ake.
But I'll be honest with you, Martin. Sometimes I'm times today when I was thinking, just
Just get rid.
Get rid of it. And Edison did that a couple of times, and I'm thinking he's going to play around the back here, and they were pressing him, and I'm thinking, oh, don't give her, and he didn't. He just banged it 60 yards, and I'm thinking, good on you. Just get rid of it. Let's reassess because we press and we can win the ball back. And if Ake does that, I'm more than happy. I'm not saying every time he gets the ball he has to whack it up the field, but we've seen him how technically gifted he is on the ball. Very good. I think somebody mentioned here about Ake as a left back. Who said that?
That was
Carl said Ake left back, Mendy back up. The problem being is that for me personally, yes, he's a better defender. Maybe that is the option when I said we need somebody who's very good going back and forth, or we need somebody who is very quick, or we need somebody who's just a solid defender. Maybe Ake is that solid defender. I don't know whether he's quick enough, like a Kyle Walker, to put him in that sort of bracket. And I don't know, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what his crossing's like, because we haven't really seen it because he's sat so deep. But if we wanted a solid left back, we have to amend how we play on the left-hand side. Ake, for me, I'd have no problems with that whatsoever. But I don't think he'll bring a Kyle Walker type of thing, so we might be a bit unbalanced.
Well, Steve Raxall's gone, poor game that we need to sort it out. My thing, and I've read this a few times on social media, I think as fans, when we're not winning 4-5-0 and we're not, playing breathtaking football, I think some of us just get a little bit spoiled. And to me, a good win. Well, exactly. We've won 1-0. We've kept a clean sheet against a very good Arsenal side who've improved a lot under Mikel Arteta and played some great football. And we've won 1-0. We've come away with a clean sheet. We've moaned defensively for the last year or so. That defensively we're crap. We suddenly come on and we pull out a defensive performance, and now everyone's like, "Oh my God, what the hell are we doing?"
Spot on.
Crap. And it's a bit like damned if you do and damned if you don't now.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that. It's the fact of, I've said it how many times. That's why sometimes it drives me mad having this channel because it just thinks sometimes, it's like, oh, Jesus, what do people want? They want 5-0 every week. If it's not 5-0, it's like, oh, no, we haven't played well and we haven't done this. I mean, Jesus, we're playing a really, really good team who I think will be in the top 4 this year. I said that with
Did I say 5th?
You said 5th, I said 4th. I think they'll make the top 4 this year because I think they've got some great signings. Obviously, we only saw Partey briefly, but I think they'll do really well this year. And they're defensively very sound. Midfield is good. Up front, let's face it, Edison made some good saves. So, we had some chances that we should have probably buried as well. But 1-0, clean sheet. Can't win 5-0 every week. I think it's a great result. A really good result.
Aren't we meant to?
Well, not for me. 3 points. If you win 5-0, you get 3 points. If you win 1-0, you get 3 points.
I do want to pull up a comment because someone's just put, and I can't find it now to where the comment is. But I will get it in a moment. It's just someone wants.
Wasn't this one? Was it from Lewis? Well, I'm saying if you're saying Maris did nothing, then I'm saying Rodri did nothing. I thought well, maybe we'll disagree on this.
Who's that from?
Lewis Yates. I thought Rodri was almost foot perfect today. I thought first half in particular, very good. Second half, I thought he was excellent.
I said to you earlier on text, there's players that will get stick for just getting stick. And then you've got KDB who'll get 8 and 9 out of 10 when he's probably played 5 minutes. That's
he won't have me because I
know, but that's my point.
I'm always objective. And I said Sterling's had crap games. I said Kevin De Bruyne was poor when others have said he was an 8 and 9. I'm thinking, really?
Well, Louis, oh yeah, I'm backing Mahrez and you all hating him. Listen, I like Mahrez. Louis, you know my vlogs by now. I have backed Mahrez to the hilt, but I won't. One thing I will not do, I will not blindly back someone when they do back out challenges, and they do. 50-50s, Mahrez is not your man. Never has been, never will be. Wasn't that at Leicester City?
He wasn't today. On 5 or 6 occasions, clear occasions with headers and tackles.
This is the one. Tom Betts, have you lost weight, Martin? What's in those? Well, I am trying. I'm trying. But yes, I am. Thank you very much for noticing. I had to bring that in.
Here we go. Here we go. Ivor says Rodri bossed 70% of that game. Diaz helped him today. There you go.
Yeah. Phil Foden.
I thought Rodri was solid today.
I've got to ask this conundrum.
Yeah.
Why is he on the wing?
It's fitting him in, isn't it? It's fitting him in.
No KDB.
I know, but we've got to, I mean, this is the thing, and I've seen a lot on social media and stuff like that. And I think we have to be, as City fans, this is my opinion. This is just my opinion. You can completely disagree all you like. It's absolutely fine. We want Foden in the team, don't we? No. But as it stands at the moment, in Pep's system, with the way he plays that system with his fullbacks, and this is the problem with the left-back situation, is I think if Mendy was playing today, you might saw more of Foden out on the left, more interactive. But I think he was trying to play Foden playing him, trying to get him inside and then getting outside and then crossing over. And then he was trying to get Phil to play in so many positions today to snub out and really to look after their right-sided midfielder. Of that, we didn't see the best of him today on the ball. His work rate off the ball was phenomenal. And he got his tackles in and everything else. And let's face it, his shot led to, Sterling's goal, which is an assist. So, I'm sure the Mahrez fanboys will go, well, hold on, he got an assist because Mahrez shot and it came out and blah, blah, blah. So it wasn't his most creative game, but I thought off the ball, he was working so hard in covering that left-hand side little diamond or that little triangle of their right back, their winger, and their right side in midfielder. So no, it wasn't a flow. But then who was today? I thought Raz was coming really deep and trying to play a captain's role like Kevin De Bruyne. I didn't think Raz was exceptional today. I thought Bernardo had a decent game. I don't think anybody was. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't think anybody. I'll be honest with you. I don't think anybody was an 8. I think 7.5 would have been the highest for me today, and that would have been.
I'd probably have Dias.
I would. No, I wouldn't. I would have had him at a 7.5 with Walker. I wouldn't have had anybody over a 7.5 for me anyway. I don't think anybody sparkled. But it was a solid performance. 3 points. What more do you want?
Well, I was put Foden might not have looked great, but he caused chaos between their lines. Yeah. Their fullbacks did not have a clue where
they did. Spot on, Ivor. Yeah, spot on. Yeah, and that's what he was doing. He was working so hard in what we would normally say the David Silva role, finding those gaps and trying to. And then when they had the ball, he was working hard to try and cut down the space. And he worked his socks off. He wasn't sparkling, on the ball. But he did so much for the team. I think that gets lost. And sometimes I think as City fans, we go, Phil Foden, oh, well, if he don't get a goal or an assist, oh, my God, he's had a crap game. He didn't. He was doing his job for the team today.
But you made a point a few weeks back. It might have been about 2 months ago. You said we can't look him at as a baby anymore. If he's in the first team, we've got to judge him the same way we would judge every other first team player.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's what some fans have now decided.
Yeah, maybe.
But I still don't understand this left wing thing that he's doing with him, especially when KDB's out, David Silva's gone.
Yeah, but if you think about it, we're not got a Sane anymore, and Torres didn't play today, so we haven't got a natural.
That surprised me. That really surprised me.
Yeah, but we haven't got we didn't play with a natural left winger, so we obviously need that area to be occupied, like Mahrez did on the right hand side. We need some balance and that has to be Foden. So Foden basically was a sacrificial lamb today, who had to play in that triangle, not necessarily as an out and out winger, but playing in that triangle that is where their right back is on the left, but he's also inside and is covering the midfielders, and Mahrez is doing the same thing basically. So fair play to Mahrez, he's doing the same thing on the right. They're not playing two wide wingers that are hugging the touchline. And with Cancelo, he was cutting inside, which meant that if he cuts inside, it forces Phil Foden to go out. He can't. Phil Foden can't come in. So otherwise, you're overloaded and you've got nothing on the outside. So if Cancelo gets the ball on his natural right foot and cuts inside, Foden has to push wide then on the left to create the space. So a lot of the time, he was being dragged to the left-hand side, really on the left-hand side, because Cancelo, naturally being right-footed, wanted to cut in onto his right foot inside, and that's not Cancelo's fault. That's probably what Pep's told him to do. I think he was the sacrificial lamb today, and I thought he did his workload. I thought he was great today. On the ball, he was all right, but I think it was more about energy and work and tackling. And that's
what I was about to say. I think that was something I've not seen in a Pep team if ever. I can't remember. That was a team performance. No KDB.
It was a team, yeah.
And you made a get play. Maybe 7.5 star. Maybe that's not a bad thing. If you can get every single one of your plays at a 7.5, you're pulling out a team performance, grinding out of a 1-0 win against a very good team, like I said earlier. And because maybe that's not what we're used to with Pep Guardiola and his teams. And because the one thing I thought we did in the last 20 minutes, Gary Neville made the comment, big 20 minutes coming up for City here. And then he did it with the last big 15 coming up for City here. And I'm sat there going, why is it? And it suddenly became and what City did was, if you notice, for a team like Arsenal, we kept quiet. I don't remember Arsenal going for that equaliser in the last 20 minutes. Dying. I thought we played it absolutely spot on, where we just kept the ball, kept control, and that really pleased me. That was the thing that made me really happy today. Go on, mate.
Well, there you go. I've said the same thing, and that's where Mahrez fails on the other side. If he moved and grafted like Foden did today, I would not be on his back. And that's my biggest thing with Mahrez, is the fact of you don't see him tackling, you don't see him jumping. I mean, I don't think Foden's anywhere near as big as Mahrez, but Foden will get stuck in and he'll run and he'll track back and he'll race and chase down balls and he'll go for headers and even if he knows he's not going to win him, he'll go full on for the headers. Mahrez today, 3 or 4 times in there, sort of 30-yard area, sort of like, in there 20 yards outside the box or 10 yards outside the box. 50-50 headers, like turning his back and sort of throwing his head around and thinking, you could get a flick on here or you could get something. But it was just like, I don't want to get hurt. And it's like, that's not what I want to see. If you get bang of the head, you get a bang of the head. Just get in there. Get in. And I just didn't see that, where Foden, I don't think he cares. He just goes flying in. He wants to win the ball. If he gives a foul away, fine, he gives a foul away. But he runs and runs. He's like a Bernardo Silva. He'll run and he'll chase down and he'll try. He might not be brilliant on the ball, but he'll do a job for a team. And I just wish Mahrez is so technically brilliant. He drives me mental. He drives me mental because he is so technically gifted. I just think he's got no bollocks. That's the thing for me. He's got no bollocks. He's a soft
Agree
player.
with that.
He's a soft player. And if he really got some sort of aggression in him, Jesus Christ, that guy could score 20 goals a season. And he could put in a KDB performance week in, week out. He just doesn't. It just looks like he can't be asked. That's my thing with Mahrez. He looks like he can't be asked.
Especially today with, again, no KDB there.
No? Yeah.
There's your opportunity.
Well, we've said it for how long? Number 8, in that role, in that playing, there's your perfect opportunity. Like, why was Raheem Sterling coming all the way from left wing and dropping into a 6 role to pick up the ball and try and drive the attacks forward? Where was Mahrez doing like he did for Leicester? Where was he going? I'll take this game by the scruff of the neck. I'll do that. Give me the ball. I'll drive it forward. I'll start this. I'll start this. This is my opportunity. KDB's not here anymore. No, didn't. Just sort of stood there waiting for his ball, got a ball, did his usual step over, played it back. And that was it. And you're just thinking, these are the games when, you could have took everything. You could have took that game by the scruff of the neck and went, I'm the main man. KDB's not here. I'm going to show you today. Just didn't.
Can I just say big thank you for watching the Nick. I believe it's a great win. Ground it out exactly. And I don't mind that. I don't mind a ground out against a very good team. Sean, thank you, buddy. As always, thank you. And can I just say, I can't remember whether you mentioned this on Thursday. Did you get Nippon's super chat?
I put it in the comments below. I pinned it in the comments below to say thank you very much for that. On the time I read his comment, but I didn't thank him. So I put it in the comments below the video, pinned it to say thank you very much.
And Sean's confirmed he got his book as well. Good. I hope you enjoy that, Sean.
Good. You should have read it by now, Sean. You got it a couple of days ago.
I haven't started. The difference between Garcia in the Cup semi-final and Dias today is like chalk and cheese.
Yeah, agree with that.
I still have an issue with Garcia being in this match day squad, full stop. It is what it is. I know City have done what they've done now. There's no point, but it's one of them things, isn't it? He still had Sane on the bench when he was going out the door.
Yeah.
Remember that. Jack Lee, Foden will put in the hard work that Mahrez won't. That's why he gets stick. I also thought Arsenal looked very unfit in the last 20 minutes. They look well off. I think that was the way we managed it. In a way.
I think I agree with that because that's something that me and my lad said to me. He went, "Oh, they look knackered," and I was watching it and I was thinking, actually, they look like when they got the ball, they were running out of ideas or they were looking tired. So maybe they were tiring. Maybe.
One chop your dick off. Love that name. Rodri Cancelo struggled a bit, but Ake and Dias. I think we're all in agreement with Ake and Dias tonight. I think we're just.
Yeah.
It looks promising. I mean, like I said, let's not jump. Let's not, maybe I've gone too strong with this company in the making, but I just think he is. I think we could have a really good. For people who moaning about the transfer window, and I was one of them, those two. What, a combination of 100 million?
Superb. Absolutely superb. I'm telling you now, I said it before, and I think, I don't know whether Chris said it or something. I said, Ake will be a brilliant signing. People will go, 41 million quid. He'll be a superb signing, a very good signing. And I think Dias, you called it 6, 7, 8 months ago. But Dias, I think, will be a very, very good signing for City. He looks.
Say that again.
I don't know whether he'll. I don't know whether he'll be the. Huh?
What did I call 6, 7 months ago? What did I say?
Well, no. You said Dias. You said Koulibaly, You said him.
I never mentioned Koulibaly.
You've never mentioned Koulibaly. You mentioned Koulibaly about the last 4 months, mate.
Yeah, not 6 months ago.
The only thing that's ever come out of your mouth. But no, you did say Ruben Dias should get 6 months ago. But let's give him time. Let's not think we're going to be a Vincent company.
Do you think Mahrez is City's Ozil?
Yes. If I had to say yes or no, yes.
He's like Marmite. You either like him or you don't like him. There's no in between with Mahrez at the minute. There really isn't, because you spoke about.
I gave him an 8 out of 10 for his season last season. So
I know what it means. Like
goals and assists, but there's more from him. I think we can get. I think there's so much more. That's my problem with him. I think technically he's fantastic, but I just think there's so much more we can get from him.
Kamal, if Mahrez had the work rate of Bernardo, would be world class. Possibly. And Carl agrees with you, 190. I think he means 100%, and that means.
He's probably on his phone.
Yeah, there you go. Family TV, fair play to Arsenal, but we deserved this win. Party would probably have made a difference for sure. Go check my reaction bit at okay.
Somebody self-promoting themselves there.
Andy, this is the Prem for what it's worth. LFC will crumble because teams are working them out already. You watch Klopp change soon. You can stick with the same formation for long in the Premier League.
Spot on, Ivor. Absolutely spot on. Now, we know Virgil van Dijk's now got potentially a serious injury. I don't want to see any player be out with a nasty injury. But let's see how they do now, and let's see what the Liverpool fans have to say about that when they've got no Van Dijk.
Well, they're worried about VAR already.
Well,
I must admit, they've got a right to today, but you reap what you sow sometimes.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, listen. How many decisions did they have last year? Jesus Christ. And
I don't mean Virgil van Dijk. Before any Liverpool fans come back going, look, he's saying that what's happened to Virgil van Dijk is awful, and I don't wish that upon anyone.
No,
I'm talking about
the
VAR decisions that you got away with last year. After penalty, dodgy decisions that you didn't deserve, and now you're reaping. Now you're getting it back, and it's not now.
One thing I want to say, Cal, I don't know whether you're on. Well done, Everton. Great start to the season, 2-2. So, good result.
I wasn't impressed with Everton today. Sorry.
Makes no difference. Hey, listen.
I've never seen a more dirty team
Well, so does it make any difference? Arsenal under George Graham, dirty. Under Arsene Wenger with Vieira and Petit and everyone else, dirty. Listen,
I'm heavy on the leagues.
Not every team can be a Man City, Martin. Not every team can get.
I know, but I don't want to see people.
Not every team.
I don't want to
Hey, listen, it is what it is. Listen, you get the job. Well done, Everton. 2-2 today. So it is what it is. And like today, we weren't great, but we got the job done.
Martin mentioned KK that much. I thought they were engaged.
Yeah, I know.
I never mentioned him, have I?
Spot on, Ronnie. You're spot on. He forgets this. He has. He's like a goldfish.
Yeah.
It's a goldfish.
That 2 milk tray men this evening. How are you both? There's only one that looks good in black though, blue out. Remember that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Arsenal didn't look like scoring in the last 2. Yeah, we just mentioned that, Stephen. They didn't. That's what. And I think because some were saying about Arsenal's fitness, but I just think we managed that last 20 minutes so well. It was very Pep-esque in terms of possession. It was very not Pep-esque in terms of a 1-0 win, which I think people have got to remember. We've got a lot of injuries. It's 4 games in. We've had no preseason. Carl mentioned on Twitter to me earlier, asked me why we were having so many injuries, especially with Laporte. And I did reply back, I think Carl's still on, that you got to remember with Laporte, he's had no pre-season. He got tested positive for COVID. So I don't think he's had a full training week. So you're going to get these little niggles. You're going to get it all season, these injuries. Loads of people will go down.
Addy says our defence was solid, so I'm happy with that performance. This Arsenal team has looked good, so good lately. Yeah, agree with you, Addy. They have looked very good. Like I said, there were a lot of City fans who were really, really worried about today, thinking we were going to get beat. And all
I agree with this. Why don't we just give Torres a go at right wing and give Mahrez a break? I love that. I am surprised Torres got dropped after Burnley and Leeds. Yeah. I am surprised because I thought he looked absolutely outstanding.
I like the way Martin has missed these. Yeah, look.
Which ones?
Here. At perfect analysis by Andy.
There we go.
There we go. Oh look, I'm just going back here. He's just decided. Andy's spot on as usual. Thank you, guys. Spot on, Andy. Yeah. I agree. Says, oh look at all of these that he's actually decided to ignore. There you go. So anyway, over to you, Martin.
Just because I'm losing weight. Anyway, loved Ake today, says Tantrum. Yeah, we've just done that. Neil Ansett, never nice to see a player get injured, but I wonder how Liverpool do without their Laporte throws. Tell you what, it is a little bit like us last season, because didn't Laporte get injured in the fourth or fifth game of last season for us?
Yeah.
And they'll find it hard. They will. They'll find it hard.
I mean, let's face it, Van Dijk is world class.
It's going to be hard.
One of the best centre backs in world.
We wish him a speedy recovery.
No, don't wish him a speedy recovery. I hope it takes.
All right, you know what it is.
But we don't want to see anyone be injured.
Right, I got up to chapter 4 in the book that you sent me.
All right, okay, well done, mate.
I don't know. I've not even seen one of these books. So I don't know how many chapters are in it.
It's very good. Wait until chapter 6.
Win our game in the hand and we'll be level with the Dippers. That's a good point, because apparently we were crap and getting relegated last week.
Yeah.
Win our game in hand and we're level with them.
Yeah, well, we would have been today if they wouldn't have drawn, we would have been.
Well, we'll be level with them.
We would have been second today, but then there's obviously all the other games and everything going on.
So if we win our game in hand, we'll be on 10 and they'll be on 10. And Everton are going to be way out in front at the minute. Everton are on a roll. Could Everton be doing a Leicester?
Oh, hey up before, in case you miss it.
Oh, there we go.
Sandy as usual. There you go. Just because Martin keeps missing all these comments about me, he just decides to take over them.
We don't need him to get any more, It's not anything Gary Neville all of a sudden.
Purposely.
Hey, it keeps saying it. Sky might be watching him. We might be going to Sky soon. You never know.
Torres, you never know. Torres is a natural right winger. We need a left wing to go with him. I'll have to put that up again. Oh no, sorry, I put excellent. Sorry, my apologies. Somebody else just made a point here. Colin Mack actually must admit Thiago looked a bargain at 25 million. Surprised Pep did not go for him. Yeah, he is a very good player. Alcantara's a very good player. There's no doubting about it. But it's one of those again. For who comes in? What is that for Phil Foden? It's the same old with these. I think Liverpool do need players like that. They need creative and defensive midfielders. Because I don't think Henderson's brilliant. But I'll be honest with you. And you look what's happened to, is it Keita? Keita hardly got anywhere near the team. Fabinho, Wijnaldum's supposed to be on his way out. So you can see why they brought him in. For City, maybe for Gundogan, but that's not going to happen under Pep. Gundogan loves Pep. Pep loves Gundogan, I should say. And that's the only other position I could see him coming into City. So,
thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that, buddy.
Says the football expert down there. Footballing, not soccer. We won the league without Kevin, struggle without Emmerich. Let's see how Liverpool handle this. He hasn't noticed yet, guys, so we'll just keep
What's
going.
that? A
We'll
football.
just keep
No, you
going.
can keep it there. No. You're spot on.
Excellent from the hoodie
You're,
Grim Reaper behind me.
you're absolutely spot on. You can keep that there. Thank
I was
you.
going to say that shadow behind me looks like someone's doing something like really weird.
Well, it looks either like it's a claw hammer about to
Yeah,
get you, or it looks like
I'm
an air.
getting ready for Halloween. Thiago injured. What's Thiago injured as well?
Has he got injured?
Oof.
There you go.
Andy Blue Moon. Andy should be on Sky Sports.
Hey, there you go. If I had the time, I would be.
If we had to. Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah, what's this? Either.
Oh, I was just playing. Oh, go on.
Oh, were you? Sorry. Go on. No
We're
one is
both
still.
coming up at the same
I
time.
know. No one is still answering my question I asked last night and earlier tonight. Sorry, I might have missed that. How many understrength City sides lose in the Prem? We moan about big players missing. City very rarely lose such games. Yeah, and
I
that's
was spot on tonight.
huh?
I was spot on with a lot of his comments tonight.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that you've got to realize over the last 4 or 5 years how many games have City lost in general. I know people say, "Oh, we lost 9 games last season." Blah 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 blah. We lost this and blah. Jesus Christ, that's in a whole season. And previous season 3 and 4 and was it 5? I can't remember. 4, 5 the previous season. What? It doesn't even amount to 2/3 of a whole season we've lost in the last 5 years. And so, and some of those games we've had full strength teams and we've lost, some of those games. So, we're not. Please, this whole thing, this is what I keep saying to Martin and everybody else, and we have this discussion, and Martin agrees and saying we can't be entitled, we cannot be entitled to win every single game. Doesn't mean to say because we've got a great team that we should win every game, win every cup competition, win everything. Doesn't work that way. Otherwise, the best teams in the world, like when Barcelona were the best team in the world, they didn't win everything. When Real Madrid were the best team in the world, they didn't win everything. So they might have won a Champions League or they might have won a double, but they didn't win everything for season after season after season. It's just the way it is. Teams are going to progress and buy players, which is great because it makes us more competitive.
Well, it was a stat today. I can't. It was on Sky during the game. Over the last 6 seasons, the last 5 or 6 transfer windows, City are 8th in the net spend.
Yeah, they're 8th. Yeah,
And I've always said this: City have not actually spent a lot of money since.
We have spent a lot of money.
No, but what I mean is, if you look, the last time we really had a splurge, 150, 200 million pound splurge, was the year Pep brought Mendy and everyone else in. Other than that, we brought in one player every transfer window.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but the thing is that we sold, I think, 150 million pounds worth of academy players.
Mm-hmm.
So, even if we spent 200 million, which is still a lot of money to spend. Yeah. Let's face it, Chelsea have spent, God knows where theirs is. 220, 230 million they've spent or something like that, there or thereabouts. But as a club, if you off that season, not doing a Liverpool that you spend, you sell 160 million pound player 3 years ago, and then every buy that you can spend 150, 200.
That goes on his net spend.
And goes, oh yeah, but we remember 2 years ago we sold Senior. It's like Jesus Christ. But if you're like what we're doing, selling 80 million, 100 million pound of academy players, then selling 150 million pounds worth of players and academy players, and so if you're spending that much money, and every year, you're knocking off, 2/3 of that, then the spend isn't that much, and that's why we are 8th in the net spend. So when you've got Liverpool FC giving it, net spend FC, It's a bit different. It is completely different, but people don't realise that.
Neil Anstock. I know it's early, but I wonder who will play against Porto. Do we play Sergio for another hour?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would. And there will be a watch
yeah.
along on Wednesday night. We are going to be back with our watch along for City versus Porto.
Yeah.
In our opening group game.
Definitely play Sergio again.
Can you imagine 10 or 15 years ago, City only losing 9 in a season would have been having a party?
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I saw your tweet earlier on a great win today. We're nearly at 40 points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is, as you know, we lost that, and we're saying, and even I say, and you say, and other City fans say, it was a disappointing Premier League season last season. It was, you know, we were so many points behind Liverpool, but we had reasons behind it because of the injuries and everything else. But we lost 9 games. I mean, that's rare. It is rare in the current climate. You know, look at how many games we've lost in the previous 3, 4, 5 seasons. It's nowhere near that. You know, so yeah, it was a one-off last season, a one-off. I'm not saying we won't lose 9 this season, but this season I've said will be a weird season. It'll be a weird season
this year. I wouldn't be surprised because of the season.
It's going to be a weird season this season.
Yeah, this is going to be a very weird season. You are going to see freak results. You are going to see.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at a minute, there's high-scoring games everywhere.
I will bet Cal now £100 that Everton will lose 9 games this season. There you go. I'll bet him £100 that Everton will lose 9 games this season. And they're already, 4 or 5 games in?
Andy Blue Moon, any clues on tomorrow's show? Nope, none at all.
On tomorrow's show? Oh, the Empty Seat show. I don't even know who's on.
You can see we keep up all the time, don't you?
No idea. I don't know. I'll ask him after.
Martin, you look scruffy. Thank you very much.
Mr. Rat. Roblox.
Great performance. Foden looked a bit off. Yes, we have spoke about that. Chelsea had £150 million from Hazard and Morata to spend off. Yes, they did.
When did Hazard go to Real Madrid?
It's very much like the Liverpool stat, that Coutinho, isn't it? And just think now, the transfer window.
They don't get me wrong. I think they've done some fantastic signings. I think they've made some great signings. And
yeah, but look what's happened. Exactly what
were they 2-0 up or 2-0, 3-0 up or today? They drew 3-3, didn't they?
Yeah, they were 2-0 up at some point. I mean, I will say, all I've heard is
I saw they were 2-0 up, and I was driving home and I was thinking.
Well, last season, all I heard was Chelsea had all these youngsters, you know, Mason Mount and everyone else it was going to be tremendous and they were going to be great. And I said, you watch when that ban gets lifted, all them youngsters will go bye-bye and all the superstars will come in. And everyone went, no, it won't happen. Name me any of these youngsters that are suddenly playing ever again now. They're all back on the bench again or going out on loan.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. Look, who's just gone to Watford? A great midfielder. I wouldn't have minded at City actually a couple of years ago. Who was he? The guy's gone to Watford.
I don't know.
Was in the Chelsea midfield. If anyone's in the comments, the young guy, Chelsea midfield, he had
not Gilmore.
No, he got called up by the England squad a couple of years ago.
Mason Mount.
No, the half-caste lad.
Half-caste?
Yeah.
Mixed race.
Mixed race. Sorry. I don't know what you can't say anymore.
I don't know. I said that to my wife the other week, and she went,
I don't know what's PC anymore. What's he called?
Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, that's the one. He's just
Brilliant player. Yeah, very good player. Yeah.
I'm like, wow. He was like going to be the next big thing at Chelsea, and he's suddenly out alone at Watford. I'm like, what's going on here?
That mixed race guy.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue anymore with this. I do apologise. You know, don't all start now. Martin's racist. Martin is not.
It's only because my wife's mixed race and my kids are. So I said that comment and she went,
You know yourself.
"Hey, that."
You don't know what's PC in PC anymore,
No,
do you?
no.
The top 6 mini league will be a lot closer. It will be. Is football expert his real name? Yes.
Loftus Cheek went to Fulham.
Is it Fulham? I knew it was.
Well, he said, no, somebody said Fulham. Yeah, Neil Hanks.
Is it Fulham? Sorry.
He went to Fulham.
Has he played for Watford in the past then? He might have played for Watford in the past.
I don't know whether he was at. Well, that's what threw me off a bit when you said Watford. I don't think he was.
Right, you just go through some of the comments. I'm going to check this. You just go.
Well, I'll go through the comments. You check it. I don't think he played for Watford.
Check this. I'm sure
he was on loan at somebody, but I don't think it was Watford. Pete Woodson says Mahrez is selfish in a team that is designed to be quick, smart, and selfless. That's why nobody likes Mahrez. And I'm not saying I don't like Mahrez. I'm just calling him out on his performance each game. But maybe. Wait, why can't you say half-cast? No, you can't, mate. It's not politically correct. Football, not soccer. Football expert read this. I'm surprised Liverpool haven't had a big injury before Van Dijk. The intensity they play with, they barely rotate. Suspicious. Well, the rumours, as you know, football, not soccer. They did take Man City's physiotherapist and their fitness coach, didn't they?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Liverpool went from having loads of injuries to no injuries. And there has been lots of rumours, but not something.
No, he has never played for Watford.
TV?
Crystal
No. Palace it was.
Where have I got Watford from then?
I never thought it was Watford. Ronnie says, nothing wrong with half-cast. No, it is not, mate, apparently. Palace says, Carl, Loftus-Cheek is too good for the championship.
Why is he at Fulham? Because he's going back there.
What's that?
Why is he at Fulham then? Because he's going back to the championship if he signs for them.
No. He was on loan at Palace a couple of years back. Yeah, he was. It was only who chokes on water.
Are we doing an anagram there? What was
Pete Woodson? I think that's a good point, to be fair. Sorry. Zane says Aguero seems to just pass the ball now, not shoot. I fear Aguero may want to leave City for Inter.
Did you see that guy smile when he was playing?
Yeah, when he came off. No.
That guy
out of Liverpool falling apart.
I wouldn't say they're falling apart. Let's not go A to Z now, and Liverpool are crap, and they're gonna, let's not go down that road.
The VVD injury is not funny, but the irony of the centre half gets such an injury 4 games in is very, very funny. Yeah, we said that earlier, Ivor. I mean, no,
very, very similar to Laporte's 4 games against Brighton.
Don't want anybody to, don't want any professional football to get serious injury. Nobody.
We're not Paul Pogba.
No. Go away, Sean. It's me. I don't know who that is. I was meant to say it's only
it's youngster because it's no blocks.
All right. Technically speaking, Loftus-Cheek is of mixed ethnicity.
Oh, let's not go on about it.
Why are people saying Aguero touched up the reg?
I'm not talking about that. We're not going down that road. I've said we're not doing it.
Why? What is that?
Because of the arm on the linesman and all the feminists have come out to play on Twitter now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're not seeing it. It's quite funny, Rick.
Get a fucking life.
Our Aguero should now be apologising and having scared the young girl. And if they would have done that in the street, it would be done for sexual assault and everything.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, it's really...
I give up. I give up with PC society. It just drives me up the bloody wall. But
anyway. I'll tell you what I do want to talk before we go, because I know we don't want to be there all night. Gabby Jesus, why all of a sudden is he out for months?
Well, I don't think he's out for months.
According to Pepe, he is.
No. Well, he never said that.
He said more months.
He never said months. Stop it. He never said months. He just
I'll get the quote up. Wait there.
well, get the go on then. Get the
I'm going
quote.
to get you the quote because I know you like a quote.
Go on, get up where he said months.
Quote.
This is what Marty does. We have this. Let me explain to you. On our WhatsApp group, Marty posts comments, and me and Chris. Huh? What? Where have you got that from? It's on social media. Where? Posters it. Oh. Well, no, it didn't say that, but never said he's out for months. He never. I think the insinuation was he might be out for another couple of weeks. He's not going to be out for months.
Hey, ask him all about that Koulibaly on the website and see if anyone else saw it.
What's that?
Ask him all about the Koulibaly thing on the website.
Koulibaly on the website.
When I said to you about Koulibaly.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking to somebody on here. Or...
Did anybody else see that thing on the City website that said, send your questions in to Kalidou Koulibaly?
Yeah,
and
but that was retracted immediately. It was some social media person who might have got the name wrong, who it probably doesn't even support City but works for.
That's what I'm just looking at.
Pep said months.
That's what I want to check. I'm looking now for it.
Right, well, I'll just check because I watched the interview yesterday. I watched it.
No, he's after the game.
I actually, no. What, he said after the game, he's out for months. Oh, right, I thought you meant his interview yesterday.
No, it's post-match one.
All right, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Pep's injury gives injury on 3 players. I'll just get it up. It was after the game today.
All right, I thought you were talking about his my apologies. I thought you meant the interview yesterday.
The manager said on said on Sky that it will be out for some months yet.
Some months.
So I don't know what he's done. I don't know what this injury is, but he's out for some months.
Well, that's not what he said yesterday.
Aguero was out for 2 months, and he's back.
But he never said that yesterday. And I'm surprised if it's overnight suddenly changed from weeks to months. Maybe it's a bit of. Maybe he is. I don't know.
I saw the Koulibaly thing accidental announcement.
Yes, I agree, Addy.
No accidental.
I agree with you. I agree with Addy. Addy, he knows what he's talking about.
You just believe everything City put out,
I think he said month until next international break. I think he said month until next international break, not months.
He said some months.
No breaks, so useless. Pep's our best manager ever. Well, statistically, he is.
But I've got to say, we've won 1-0. We cannot complain against a very, very good Arsenal team, an improving Arsenal team under Mikel Arteta. I've got to say.
Oh, that reminds me. There's something I need to WhatsApp, and that's Babs. So I need to. I'll put it.
Say 2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah, he did say 2-0 Arsenal.
So while you're doing that, we will be back on Wednesday with the Man City Porto watch along, and there will also be a watch along against West Ham next Saturday. I've just realised it's 12:30 kickoff, but it's all right. I'm off next week. It's after the week after, should have said. So yes, 2 watch alongs coming up, which will be good. Porto Wednesday night, and then West Ham on Saturday. Plus, we'll do reaction videos as well. But City, great win, 1-0. I'm happy bunny with that. Andy's happy bunny with that.
Very, very happy.
The 4 or 5-0 we all want, we all crave, but a win is a win. You know, we've got to take it on there because last season against the top 4 or 5 teams, we struggled. Think of it that way. And we've got a good win early on against a good team in the league. So, have you finished for your Babs thing?
Yeah, I've just sent Babs a tweet, so you can go on Twitter, see it at Aviation Blue, saying 2-0 and a picture of Raheem Sterling after his goal. So, Babs, if you do watch this, Neil.
I will say tomorrow as well. Oh, Bruno Fernandes has missed a penalty. Breaking news, shock horror. Tomorrow's empty seat
Sandy Blue Moon.
will be 9:30. So he's going to be a little bit later tomorrow night.
What's that?
Tomorrow's empty seat show will be live at 9:30, not 8:30. It's going to be an hour later tomorrow because the guests we've got lined up would like to go on a little bit later, which is fine, not a problem, but we'll be live at 9:30.
Well, I've just put the email there, so if anybody, football expert, if anybody wants to contact us, you got any questions or things like that, you can contact us at mcfcfantv@gmail.com, as usual. But yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody. And Martin.
So 10 o'clock? No, it'll be 9:30, Ronnie, not 10 o'clock.
So 10 o'clock, yeah, probably 10:30, something like that. Even Blue Heart thinks it'll be 9:45.
No, it'll be 9:30, I promise you. And next week...
I've just put it in there. I promise.
It will be 9:30. I'm going out tomorrow.
I promise you, he says. I promise you. There you go. So you've heard it first.
Don't start because we'll be coming to
I promise you it'll be 9:30.
We're coming to your house for a cup of tea tomorrow afternoon.
You ain't, because of social distancing and tier 2 rules, mate. Nobody's coming to my house. Thank you very much.
He doesn't know, but I'm going right next to his house tomorrow.
Can't come next to my house, mate.
Yes, we will have a good one, fellas. We will. Thank you all so much for coming on. You are all superstars. Thank you. Please hit a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Thank you again for getting us over the 15,000. And thank you. Also, go over and check out the FIFA 21 Career Mode episode 2 from Friday night.
Go over and watch it.
1,000 views, believe it or not.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah. I won 3 out of 3. That's all I'm going to tell you.
On easy level.
It's not an easy level at all. I wish it was.
Anyway, 1-0. Babs. 1-0. 1-0.
Thank you very much, Football Not Soccer. Appreciate that. Adi, good night. Carl, thank you. Go and enjoy the rest of your day, mate. I know you are, Blue Heart. I know you are. Guys, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you tomorrow night with the Empty Seat Show live at 9:30. Come and see who is in the empty seat with me, Doom and Gloom, tomorrow. Please, hit a like if you can. Oh, he just has to, doesn't he? He really has to. Me and Andy knows what that means. We know exactly what he's meaning. Guys, take care. And as always, up the Blues. Take care. I'm going before this gets so out of hand. See you later.
See you guys.